Congratulations on the win. It feels maybe in the past it's a game that might have slipped away from the team. How pleased were you with the resilience to see it through?
In this team, it's a big attitude and a winning spirit. And you see that, and that is already from the start in the season, not that good, but we're improving on that point a lot. And I'm really happy with that development and with that progress, and we have to keep that process going. And you see it, if you act like this, also the fans, they like it. And you see developing a bond between the fans and the team, and that's good to see.
Marcus Rashford gets the milestone goal, 100 for the club ahead of his birthday. To do it before the age of 25 is a great achievement.
It is. It is a great performance. It's fantastic. It's fantastic for Man United. They have a great academy. They have a great history in the academy. And that the player on the 85 birthday of the anniversary, from always a youth player in the squad or on the pitch, and that Marcus Rashford, I think he's representing that fact that he scored a brilliant goal, great pass from Christian Eriksen, with a great header. The day before his birthday is 100. It's a really milestone, and it's a fantastic achievement.
Yes, it's a good story. Now, your defence had to dig in. I'd imagine there was a lot of pressure on Harry Maguire today because he hasn't played regularly in the Premier League. Few passes went astray, but late on in the game he made some very important challenges.
Yeah, he was magnificent in protecting the box. He's a great player. And he's a real good defender, and we have seen that, how important he is for this squad. And I'm really happy for the team, of course, but also for Harry Maguire, that we came off the pitch with a clean sheet.
Yeah, and some great saves from David De Gea as well.
And that's the good story. We have, if we don't manage it with the 10 on the pitch, you can really see we're defending with 11, and we have a great goalkeeper. If the team in front of him doesn't manage, we have David De Gea with great saves, with composure, and you can rely on him.
You mentioned the improvement earlier on the mood in the squad. Do you feel the team is now where you want it to be? Is this where you wish you'd started?
It's still autumn. We have a long way to go. There's a lot of room for improvement also, even in the mood. Keep the process going, and also learn also from your wins. That second half, we could have done that better. And keep more the ball. Let the opponent run instead of keep them the dictate and the control of the game. And you have to avoid that. And so we have to be also critical to ourselves. And I'm happy. Don't get me wrong with the spirit and the defending, etc. But when you keep better the ball, then you keep more the control of the game.
Perfect. Well done today. Thanks very much, Chris. Cheers. Thanks, Erik.
And with his goalkeeper, as we mentioned, 3 saves he made in that second half on West Ham. Had
unbelievable saves. Unbelievable saves. Somebody, unfortunately, has been left out of Spain, so I cannot believe that's happened to him. But people will say that this is like, oh, he's got to make that save. Of course he's got to make that save, but at the same time, you know, the saves he's made in this game have been fantastic. It's a super effort from Mikel Antonio. You know, I thought that David Moyes should have maybe brought on earlier, but that's a super save from David De Gea.
The thing is, we know this, right? Dan, he just produces big saves, big moments. Obviously,
yes. That's
fantastic. But I think that's what he's best at, making saves. You know, people have opinions all the time, but that's what he's there for, make saves.
Going
and he's
backwards,
done it time and time again.
Look at him; he's on his way backwards. He's keeping like great save, brilliant stuff, David.
Just saying, they look so much more comfortable, right? Don't they? Obviously, with David De Gea and Martinez and Varane, Casemiro in front, they look so much more solid, and I think I think it gives the team confidence, right? To grind out results. 1-0. Wasn't vintage.
Well, no, but the thing is, you wouldn't want to be seeing David De Gea getting beaten from this distance, but at the same time, the confidence it gives, knowing that our goalkeeper's on form, it changes everything.
And that Newcastle game again, I had a long chat with him beforehand. Actually, he reached 500 games for Manchester United. That consistency that he's shown over the years.
Yeah. Well, I think he's been the one player, one of the few that has shown the consistency that you'd expect at United. You know, I think he's been Player of the Year
3 times.
You know, more than that. I think it's been more than 3, hasn't it? I mean, he's been so consistent, and I think he's been there when a team was winning the Premier League, competing for the biggest trophies. So they've obviously had a little spell where they've had to watch, but I think David De Gea has been that one consistent player throughout those years, and credit to him. You know, it's not easy being a top goalkeeper at the top level.
He might not have been able to do anything right at the end when West Ham had a chance, but Harry Maguire certainly did from Jarrod.
Well, again, you know, you have to feel for Harry because, like, you know, everybody highlights all the negative stuff, but this is a match-winning save from him. He's in the right place, you know. You know, for the first time, you look at it, David De Gea may not have got to that, but the fact is that Harry Maguire was there, and, you know, that's what he does. Look, that's enough. That's enough. The goalkeeper done magnificently today. Harry Maguire's got to get credit for being in the right place at the right time now.
Yeah, I thought he did fantastic. But the thing, they're keeping clean sheets, you know. And I'm sure David would be delighted. He had to make a few saves tonight. But he's, you know, I'm sure he'd be delighted the fact that the boys are doing some brilliant defending in front of him.
Shall we find out then? I said I had an extended chat with him before that Newcastle game. He's waiting to talk to us live at Old Trafford. David, good to see you. Well done. Congratulations on the clean sheet and the win. How frantic was that late on for you?
Well, it was a bit tough at the end. I think we controlled the game very well, first half, second half, until probably the last 15-20 minutes. We were giving the ball away too easy. I think we had the chance to score the second goal, but I think we play against a great team. They put players in front, good players, and yeah, they create 2-3 big chances, but we defend until the end, and it was a massive win for us. And
just give us an idea about the concentration levels you need in that situation to make those 3 outstanding saves that you did.
I knew it, to be honest, just to be really focused the whole game, even if I don't touch the ball or just with the feet or something, just be really focused, because normally they have a couple of chances and they did at the end, and I'm here for just to help the team to make the saves, and in this game it was to win the 3 points or even better.
David, I don't really want to look back, but you think back to Brighton and Brentford and those 2 games to now, the way you guys are playing, the way you guys are defending, the togetherness, everything about it. Casemiro in front, Martinez seems to be playing fantastic, and you making saves. You must be really proud of the way the team's bounced back after the tough start.
Yeah, of course. To be honest, everything was new manager, new ideas. So we need time to get used to play like the manager wants. I think we are doing really well right now. I think we are in the right way. So yeah, it was a bit tough at the beginning, but yeah, I think we have good players, good manager. We are a massive club like United, so we always want to win. So I think we are showing good things. So I think we can still improve a lot, but we are winning big games, and yeah, if we want to be in the top 4 and in the top places, we have to win the games like today.
David, I just wanted to say about the confidence that seems to be in the team now. Yes, it was a hard-fought 1-0 victory, but the fact is that you can actually see and feel like the players are more confident in what's going on. Maybe what's going on the training ground, digging out games like this and getting it done. Is that confidence? Can you feel a confidence coming back now?
Yeah, of course. I think we are defending really well, not just the defenders, the whole team. I feel it in the dressing room. In training, we support each other. We want to fight each other for a place. We want to win games. I think it's a great atmosphere at the moment in the dressing room. So he's great. It's great to see the team winning games because it's always tough to win games, even at home in Premier League. But yeah, like I say, I'm feeling great. I saw the players fighting for the club, and it's great.
David, we're giving quite right congratulations to you and the defenders at one end, but what about Marcus Rashford at the other today? His header and his 100th goal for United as someone who's come through the academy and back to his best. How pleased are you for him? I'm
so happy for him. He's a great lad. He's been here his whole life in the club as a kid, and now as a first-team player with experience. It was a great goal, a great header. I think he's doing really well, really well. He's a fantastic player. He can be one of the best if he keep going, keep fighting, and so yeah, we are happy that he's with us, and he's performing really well.
And just finally, you say you're on the right way. You've gone within a point of the top 4 there with a game in hand. It's some run you're on at the moment.
Yeah, of course. We are close to the top 4. I think we are doing well. We are doing well, winning some difficult games, keeping clean sheets. That last season was difficult to do it, and like I said before, it's a great feeling in the dressing room. David, well done. Delighted to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed.
Brilliant, Dave. Fantastic.
That's David De Gea for you live from Old Trafford, who kept the clean sheet, talking there about the match winner, Marcus Rashford. 100 Manchester United goals. Here's the man himself.
Congratulations on the win. That was quite hard fought in the end.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think we played that well today. But at the same time, it's good to win games like that, because you know, if we want to reach our goals and our ambitions this year, then we're going to have to win games in that fashion. So yeah, I'm pleased with the win.
A milestone goal for you, and you took it really well. How satisfying is it when you soar in the air and you connect with the header as cleanly as that?
Yeah, it's a beautiful feeling. You know, it's something I've been working on, and I feel like I need to be scoring more goals in them situations. I need to be in them areas more often, so I'm just working on being in the areas and trying to get on the end of things.
Yeah, the England manager was here watching as well. Nice to score in front of him.
Yeah, it's nice to score regardless. You know, I'm pleased that I managed to score today and we've got the win.
8 games unbeaten now in a row. After the poor start to the season, do you feel the team is clicking together now?
Yeah, there's a complete different energy around us, and you know, we worked hard in pre-season. We didn't have the start that we wanted, and you know, we can either fold or we can stand up to it, and we've definitely stood up to it.
You grabbed the headline with the goal, but I'm sure you'd want to praise your defensive teammates who hung in there and the goalkeeper as well.
Yeah, David especially, but also Diogo, Harry, Leacher, Shore, Scotty, massive headers, defensive headers. And you know, it's tough. They've got some big lads. I think they're one of the biggest teams in the league, and they're aggressive. They attack the ball well, and you know, we held on and we defended well.
Well done today. Congratulations on the 100 goals. Well done.
Yeah, very proud day for Marcus Rashford and his family. I just want to ask you, I know it isn't always plain sailing for goal scorers.
Yeah.
He's had his issues in the last 2 or 3 years where he hasn't hit these heights. The strength he's shown mentally to come back from that, he's carried an awful lot on those shoulders at times, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. And, you know, again, you have to go back to somebody that's been brought up in the Man United way. He knows how to deal with the pressure, but the pressures he's had to deal with in his time in his career up to this point is a lot more than a lot of people have had to deal with, and he's still doing it. He's still getting through it. He's one of those people that, unfortunately, if it goes a little bit awry for him, it's the pylon. You know, if he scores a couple, all of a sudden he's the greatest again, and that must be very, for someone like him who's trying to get consistency. But at every juncture, whether he plays well or not, he's getting something. And at some set, that can be tiring. But what's good about him is he's obviously got a lot of good people around him. He seems very strong in his mentality. And he's just got to keep doing that. He's just got to keep doing that.
But you know what, Wright? In a way, I think he's also set the standards. And we saw in that graphic before, you know, he had a couple of seasons where we were 21 and 22. Yeah. And all of a sudden, then people go, you're not the young guy anymore. We expect 21 and 22. And when you play at United, people are used to that. I think it's tough. I think what he's been able to achieve at 24 is pretty remarkable. You know, 100 goals. You know, think about everything off the pitch. You know, and dealing with all that and COVID, and you know, the whole thing is a lot for any person. But I think Marcus, you know, considering the trajectory he's on at 24 with the goals and the appearances, I think it's amazing. For him.
You know what else as well? You can see, like with David De Gea, you can see he's got a nice little vibe about him. Marcus, they're reeling off about 4 or 5 players who are playing well, and that hasn't happened for a while. You know, with United. So it's starting to happen where players are starting to get their confidence back. Look at Diego Dalot.
Yeah.
You know, at the moment, we're looking at someone like, he's looking like one of the top right backs in the Premier League at the moment with the way he's playing. And that's what's going to slowly happen with United. That more and more players are going to get better and more confident. And that's when we're going to see United really kick in.
And in the heart of the defence, Maguire was back today. We've seen Lindelof start at Everton. We've seen Varane, and we've talked about his absence. But the one constant has been Lisandro Martinez, and he had an awful lot of criticism after those first 2 games and 2 defeats. What about him since then?
You know what? He's just a rock. He's just. You know, we're just going to show a couple of clips of him there. There he is there. And obviously, there's a lot to do here, right? Absolutely. You know, obviously, he's working obviously in a 2 with Harry Maguire, but basically he knows exactly. I'm going to have to defend on my own, and he's going to get across into this space there, Righty. And when he gets here, Righty, there's a lot of work to do, isn't there?
Absolutely. And when you look at it, you can't. He's almost showing him down here. Go on. Then I know deep down you want to cut back on your right foot.
But he's just buying himself a little time, isn't he? Get his teammates back.
Just slowing it all down. And then what he does is he just slows it down, and he's not afraid. He's not afraid to actually just like, okay, I'm going to stay here. And then bam, he blocks it.
Great little block.
You know, it's just, those are the little subtle things that the top defenders do. Again.
But Righty, I mean, look, this is how, when I played at Manchester United, this is how it looked. The 2 centre-backs were here, and the whole team was in the opposition's half. We were trying to attack, but sometimes this happens. And you just see there, I'm gonna run it back a tiny bit. They're the 2 back. That's obviously Martinez, and that's Harry Maguire. Look, and Maguire thinks,
I can win this.
I can go win this, so I'm going to go in there. But keep an eye on Lisandro Martinez. It's fantastic. He realises, boom, if Harry goes in there and he might not win it, I got to get back. I got to be the safety valve. And it's just a little bit of detail. But again, Wright, he gets here. This is the thing I like.
Closing down the space.
Wrighty, we always, you know, as a centre forward, people often stay away from you. And I love the fact that Martinez going to run the silly. Watch, he gets to Ben Rama, doesn't he?
And closer.
That makes it difficult for you, doesn't it?
Absolutely, because now Ben Rama's got to start doing this. And when you start doing that, that's when you're holding him up. Someone else hopefully comes, and then you win the ball back. What he's done there, but he's not dived in. Unfortunately, Harry on the halfway line's dived in there, but he's already read the situation, come across, and again, it's not all about sliding tackles and intercepting. Sometimes you just have to hold people up, like he did in that instance, and in the end, Ben Rama, ran out of space and won the ball back.
Mentality. I mean, new country, 2 games in. Didn't speak the language. Everyone was saying he was too small. What about the way he's responding?
But if you're a fighter, you're a fighter. You think about where he's come from Argentina all the way over to Holland to play for Man United and for the national team. He's a fighter.
Yeah. You
can guarantee that. The difficult start. But I think as a player, you back yourself. This is where you come to United because you know it's the big stage and you want to be a part of it. And I think to De Gea, to Martinez, to Casemiro, all of a sudden the spine of that United team is strong with big characters.
OK, that's the United side of the story. What about the West Ham one? Another nearly day for them and their manager, David Moyes.
Your story? Well, it's been the case here, I think. My record will still be the same, but I think if you look through the games, we've been really close, and today we're as close as we've been. I thought the players done a great job, and we didn't come away with anything, and we deserve to come away with something.
Is there virtually nothing else you could have done? You did everything you asked.
Well, I don't think we could have done an awful lot more. We maybe could have played better in a period in the first half. I thought we turned the ball over too much, and it was round about the period where United got their goal. I thought we gave the ball away too much, but I thought overall the team played really well today.
And the response, when you went behind, exactly what you wanted?
Yeah, very good. We kept pushing, we kept trying to score. I mean, we always know that Man United are going to be a threat as well, so they've had some moments as well. But overall, I thought the second half especially, I wouldn't say we dominated, but I think we certainly were the side which looked more likely to score a goal.
Change of keeper at half-time, what happened there?
He rocked his knee a little bit and he just felt his knee, so we decided just to make the change at half-time.
But when you look at today's game, was it a case of not taking your chances, or was their goalkeeper in just superb form?
David De Gea was fantastic. We know how good a goalkeeper he is, and he's been such a good goalkeeper for many years here. But I hoped that he wouldn't have got one of those 2 saves today. I think the two he saved have been worldies, and I'm pleased for him because he's a great guy. But I'm really disappointed because it was important for us to get something today, and unfortunately we didn't get it.
We saw you sense danger when the goal came. You were in shot behind. As soon as Christian Eriksen had that bit of space himself, you could see it, couldn't you?
Yeah, I thought we defended the throw-in really poorly. I thought when midfield players went and got ahead of the ball and gave them a chance to get the ball simply and put in. And I've got to say it was a great cross and a really good header. Would like to defend it better, but overall sometimes you've got to praise the technical ability of the cross, and obviously it was a thumping header as well.
Is that the tough part for you now, as the manager, to say to your players, look, sometimes you won't play as well as that and you'll win?
Yeah, and I've said to them, look, I hope we do keep playing the way you played. But I've said, I think in nearly all the interviews, I'm just saying, that bit, we're needing the final bit, the clinical bit. Jared gets a great chance at the end, and I actually think Harry Maguire just hits his inside his calf to stop it going in. We were at Anfield a week or so ago, and we had very similar situations. We miss a penalty, and we have situations we don't score. So, look, I've got to say, I can only praise our players for the effort they put in. I thought we had 1 or 2 unbelievable performances today, and we've got to try and keep it going.
Thanks, David.
Cheers, thank you. See you later.
Well, you heard him praising David De Gea there. And full time, I think he was asking the man he used to manage, of course, at Old Trafford, how he saved a couple of those. I mean, could West Ham have done any more today for you?
I think that, he's saying that they might deserve more. I think they had more shots in the end, but I think that was because of the flurry at the end there. I thought that they should have started. How they finished that game, they should have. For me, I want to start Antonio. I think Scamacca's not finished 90 minutes there. Start them both and put Man United under pressure right from the start, because we saw what happened when you went at Man United at the end, and you're going to go at them at the end because you're trying to chase the game. But I didn't believe personally that that Man United were under that much of the cosh during the game until the latter stages. for me personally. I thought they could have done a lot more, West Ham.
I think he'd be happy with the fact that they're competing with the bigger teams after the slow start to the season. You think about Liverpool and United today.
But they've got nothing to show for it.
Yeah, but look, most teams have that when you go to Anfield or you go to Old Trafford. But Wrighty's right. They had, 5 shots. United only had 3 on target. I think possession-wise, had 47. That's a lot at Old Trafford for a team like West Ham. So, but you make a good point. The shots and the possession, you've got to have something to show for it. But he's got some good players there that you can integrate. I'm with Wrighty. I wouldn't mind seeing Scamacca and Mikel Antonio play together. Those two would be a real handful.